Hello, people of YouTube. And welcome to another live stream with me, with my squeaky chair. Okay, how do I get rid of this disclaimer? Ah, there we go. Oh, I love Plexus. I love Plexus so much. Sometimes I don't know what to feel about it, but yeah. It's kind of saddening, isn't it? So I guess people might be wondering why I still hold Plexus. Honestly, at this point, I really don't know why. Maybe I am emotionally attached to it to a certain point, but because it's not a huge amount of money, you know, I still believe it can go up. Like, for example, like, I don't think Plexus is just gonna die here, and that's probably the main reason why I still hold it. I kind of knew, like, it was kind of, like everything on the news recently about Plexus, about them not, them failing with the growth phase and because of the merger with Task. These kind of things were already kind of, you know, expected in a sense. Like the moment the merge was going to happen, they're pretty much using a lot of money and diluting the share so much to do the merger. At that point, growth phase is gone. You're just trying to, retain whatever you have and just focus on the merger until it merges completely fine. Then you go back into growth phase or whatever. But until the merge gets stable, or like it becomes stable and it's a bit more reliable, that's when things get a bit interesting. So it is going to be quite it's going to be quite a ride. I mean, it's already so low at 42 cents. I really don't care at this point. It's not a huge amount. It is quite a bit. I mean, 4K is quite a bit. I already lost 4,000 on this, so at this rate I really don't care too much about it. And it's not the first time we've seen negative returns on Plexus or Blackberry, so I kind of grew on that, to be honest. Okay, let me just reconnect because my internet's being funny. Okay, my internet's being real funny. I don't know why. Is everything is the live stream all good? Like, do you guys see my Sharesies page and stuff? Like, it's a bit weird on my side, actually. Anyways, like, the live stream is kind of lagging on my side. Not sure what's happening, to be honest. Give me a sec. I can't have a lagging stream when I'm trying to do a live stream of doing the poll and stuff. My goodness. Alright. So it seems like it's all good on your guys' side, which is good. Okay. My chat's gone. Why is it gone? What? What is happening to my... Okay, give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Let me figure this out. What's going on? Oh no. Why can I not see chat? Okay, I can see chat again. Okay, good. Alright. Let's keep going. Okay. Might be more viewers tonight voting. We'll see about it. First of all, Hal Ben, Ezra, Bradley, Leanne, good to have you back in the live stream. Cameron as well. Who else do we have? We have Sung Kyun. Sup, man? I haven't seen you on my live stream before, but I know you, obviously, so that's all good. Okay, who are the people do we have here? Okay, actually not that many people considering the fact that I'm doing a live stream on voting. I would have expected maybe 20 people plus, but maybe we just Maybe I should have scheduled it a bit earlier so people know what's happening. Or it's or it is just my live stream being icky. Okay, so what are we up to? So where's the chat at? Time to get rid of A2 milk. I already did. I mean, I got rid of A2. This is how much I made from A2. It's 52, 52.42. So yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's better than a loss for sure. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I'm quite interested to know what kind of stocks you guys gonna make me buy. I guess start thinking about it. The criteria is pretty simple. Criteria is just gonna be a New Zealand stock I can buy on Sharesies, and that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna expand it to Australian exchange or US exchange at this point in time, just for the sake of simplicity. And you know, we gotta keep it simple, right? It's already hard enough trying to choose a stock. But if I get too many different types of stocks, you know, options, then yeah, it might be a bit tricky to do that. Let's see what we have. Yes, you made that, Cameron. If you haven't liked the live stream yet, just give it a like. Just so it kind of hits the algorithm and people just, you know, see it on the YouTube pages, and YouTube starts recommending it to some people on YouTube right now. Okay. Oh, Plexus. You know, like, this is just saddening. 50% down on Plexus. It's actually a joke, really, at this point. Cameron, he loves Plexus so much he quit the company entirely, now works at Spark NZ. You see, you know, like, loving a company so much, you know, Plexus done a lot for me, and I guess I am emotionally attached to it to a certain point. But then again, it's already been dipping for like the whole year, and I already kind of missed my chances to make any, like, to cut losses. At this rate, 42 cents seems a bit low for the company. The financials and fundamentals are still okay for Plexus, and for that reason, it's a bit, it is going to be a bit tricky for me to just sell it off right now, because it's already like kind of at the bottom in a sense. Like 42 is really low. If you guys look at the charts, like the last time we went anywhere close to the current prices is like in the March dip last year. Even in the March dip last year, it didn't go and stabilize at 42 cents. You see, I'm hoping maybe it's a double bottom, not sure. I mean, we can't really say that either, because there was two capital raises since the last year March dip. So it's going to be a tricky one to kind of, you know, to see what I'm going to do with it. I don't think I will be selling it anytime soon. I think I'll be giving Plexus at least 1 year to stabilize with the merger. That's what I think I'm going to be doing. All right. Ezra, why don't you buy more since it's so low? It's quite an option. Not sure. I mean, the only reason why I'm not buying more at this point in time is because I am trying to build my cash position for buying a house in Auckland, which you guys all might know. It's quite a joke nowadays, but you know, got to try at least, because I do want to own a house. So, you know, I'm not spending much money in investments at this point in time. Maybe I'll get back into stocks properly and kind of do more regular kind of investments in dividend stocks, maybe after I buy a house, you know, on a more regular basis, like a dollar cost averaging kind of thing. And maybe that would be a bit more, a lot more people might find my content interesting on YouTube, because a lot of you guys want to know something a bit more sustainable than going for high risk, high reward kind of stocks. So, you know, we'll see where it goes. Hopefully I'll be doing YouTube then as well. We'll see about it. Still don't have that many people here. Let me, if you guys on Discord channels and stuff like that, just give it a share so we can get some people in. It seems like people don't want to pick a stock for me, which is kind of saddening. Oh, man, my live streams are dead. Like, I thought this content was good content. Sad life. Ezra, do you think top div stock on Sharesies uh, is good? The top div stock. It depends what you say. It depends what is the top div stock. The dividend stocks in on Sharesies, I mean, there's a couple, right? Like, there's some US ones as well. But if you just talk about the New Zealand ones, I mean, I don't know what you really mean by the top div stock, mate. It's Bradley. It's so low. I'm thinking of buying in. All good for me. Okay. So all good for me for the live stream. Thank you for confirming, guys. Sorry, I'm behind chat a bit, but let's keep going. Yeah, it is low enough for me to like actually be quite interested in buying back. Like if I'm 50% down, it's a good time to kind of dollar cost average it down. Just maybe like another like 2 or 3K, but. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth the risk at this point in time. It is quite a funny time for Plexus. Not to mention that Craig has also sold a bunch recently as well. So 19th of November, that was 2 days ago, he sold around 700 and something thousand shares. So that's a bit, that was kind of, kind of expected in a sense, but not really. I thought he would hold a lot of it a bit longer, but the interesting part is that this is probably only about just below half of his total holdings of Plexus shares. So I think he had like 1 point something. So he had 1.7 mil shares, and he has sold, and now he has only 977,000 shares. So he sold roughly half of his stack, 40%, something like that. Yeah, so he sold quite a bit. It is quite concerning, but at the same time, he's no longer the CEO, so that's kind of as expected in a sense. So Plexus is going to be quite interesting to see from now on. I wonder what Andrew's going to do. Andrew is this previous former CFO of Plexus, and I'll probably keep an eye out on this guy and any activity around this guy possibly. Yeah, but other than that, it's quite interesting. Ezra, I got 20 bucks at 62 cents. Well, might as well buy a bit more at 42 cents, right? Depends. Cameron, the only thing wrong with the stream is the Asian guy complaining about the lag. I'm watching you, Cameron. Why is my moderator attacking me? I don't understand this. Cameron. Alright. I'll take that. Ezra, same. It might be the internet provider, Spark. I don't use Spark internet. I'm just saying. I think it was a bit of a, not lag or like on the internet itself, but I don't know, my YouTube live stream just went buzzy on my screen, so yeah. Yeah. I don't use Spark internet, just say. Cameron, we left to the investing with Tom live chat. Oh, you guys, is investing with Tom on live stream right now? Oh, come on, man. Why is that guy? Why is he? Oh no, he is investing with Tom on a live stream right now. That is just sad. He sure is. Oh, Novus. Damn it, he has 66 people watching right now, which is probably like half of my normal viewers. Why is he doing a live stream right now? Go, Cameron, my moderator, go attack the people then. Tell them to join my live stream. Oh, you probably get kicked by Tom though. It's okay. It's fine. I could deal with that. I mean, I guess as long as people come in like at 8 o'clock or 8:30. We can always do the polls later. So maybe it will happen around 8 or 8:30, maybe even 9. It really depends. Whenever we have around 20 odd people, I'd say that'd be a good time. Because I see a lot of people that hasn't joined yet. That was in the previous live stream for pick a stock for me. We shall see. Bradley, doing good, my man. A rough week for me on Sharesies. I was up 7%. Now I'm only up 0.8. When are we voting the live? Probably around 8:30. Probably not at the end. Whenever I get enough viewers, right, to actually get on with it, because now I have around 10 people. Last time I had around 20 people in the polls, and you know that would be a good number. Like doing it with 10 people might be a bit too small. Israel, a damn kid at school came to school with the cold. Now I've got it. I've recovered quickly though. Hope you recover a bit more in the coming week, mate. Take care. Bradley, what do you think of SmartPay? I haven't really looked into SmartPay for quite some time actually. SmartPay is going to be interesting because you know ever since they sold a part of their things, I think you know I stopped looking into SmartPay, but just by looking at it, there's $178 million market cap. Kind of constant downhill. Kind of like looks more like a consolidation phase than anything else really. Doesn't look too concerning. Simply Wall Street thinks it's quite up there though still. It looks kind of like Plexus in the sense that the earnings started dipping a lot in 2020 and it's been kind of negative ever since. So it looks similar to Plexus in terms of the revenue to earnings kind of thing here. But they did have a crossover of the equity, debt to equity. So this is something that you would want to see. As long as they can pay down their debt, it's okay. Their debt is pretty high for what it is, but it's 10% of their market cap, which is not too bad, and the equity is higher than their debt now, which is good. CEO gets paid banks, and a couple of asset management companies are buying them up for some reason, so maybe there might be some insider info leaking. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not aware of anything, so I wouldn't be 100% sure. But it seems like those two are the top two that holds it. Milford, we know Milford Asset Management. That's a New Zealand one, but I don't know this Australian one. But either way, those are the top two. These are like the top three kind of holders. Micro equities as well. Okay, so quite an interesting one. I don't know, like there must be some kind of like, you know, online kind of like some kind of news about it, unless that's gonna be happening. The earnings is not good. Revenue is slowly increasing, but that's about it. There's not much interesting things about this. Just the way it is in the fundamentals. Bradley, I can't imagine Plexus would fall much further unless it goes bust. Exactly. That's the thing, right? Like, I can't imagine Plexus going any lower than 42 cents. Like, anything lower than 40 cents is literally saying, okay, we're dead. Like, it's literally that. And if that was the case, maybe, you know, Andrew Dalziel, the former CFO of Plexus, and Craig would have sold everything instead of, you know, half of, for example, Craig sold nearly half of his stack of Plexus shares. It's tricky, right? Like, it's tricky. Yeah, very tricky. But you know what? Maybe people are not coming in because they're just watching me. You know, what do you call it? They're just watching me talk about stocks. They're like, hey Jack, maybe are you gonna do the live stream of pick your stock? I'll put up the Word document so you guys can start giving me some options to add, and maybe that will hook people on to stay on the live stream a bit longer. But let's see how it goes. Let me just catch up with Chad just a bit more. No, we're not going to be talking about the options just yet. Give me a sec. I'll have to open the Word document and I'll make a poll on the YouTube once we have enough people and enough options available to choose the stock out of. So give me a sec. Let me just catch up on chat real quick. Hallensteins is a good dividend stock. As we all know, Hallenstein is always a pretty good dividend stock. Doesn't move too much, like, most of the time. It's a slow increase over time in the stock prices, plus you get 9% apparently. Anything more than 5% dividend yield consistently, consistency is the key right here, right? Every time I talk about dividend stocks, consistency, right? You need to have at least 3% consistently, like, track record. Whether the economy is going down or something happens, you got to pay out the dividends. If you have a track record as a dividend company of not paying good yield in 1 year for some, like, not so good reason, like, that's when it becomes a bit iffy, right? It's all about consistency and how well they paid out the dividend stock. People who invest in dividend stocks are normally the type of people that just want stable income, that just want to slowly increase their capital. So that's the main thing here. And if you look at all the company stocks I have in my watch list, they're all dividend stocks, because I am planning to go more towards growth. I call it growth dividend stocks. Growth dividend stocks meaning companies that are like an underdog. They're primarily a dividend stock, but they're small at the moment to a point where they can grow the company a lot more at the same time. So it's like Oceania was a pretty good growth dividend stock, even though they did retrace a bit. People been probably quite iffy about Oceania dropping a bit. It didn't dip too much, to be honest. It is just a bit of a dip. I think Oceania is still well on the tracks to go up even further in the future. But Joshua made a really good video explaining why Oceania dipped and what he thinks about Oceania at this current point in time. He made it a few days ago, I think. So just check that out on Joshua Wang's video on his channel. But these are the kind of things I'm looking into. Just dividend stocks. Instant, good to have in the live stream. Sorry I got to you a bit late there. Been done with the so behind chat right now. I'm gonna skip a bunch, okay? But give me a sec. iSuperTouch, is Blackberry still a good stock to buy? I still think so. I think Blackberry is just consolidating really well and it's just gonna pop someday. That's what I think, and that's what I'm hoping with Blackberry. I think it might pop anytime soon. They're just really well, what do you call it? They're really well, my chair keeps squeaking. So they're really well prepared for the future, and that's what Blackberry is doing. They're just not doing too much growth things, but they're partnering up with a lot of companies for their QNX systems and stuff like that, and their cybersecurity part is going really well. I think Ivy is going to be starting to pick up some momentum next year, so there's going to be really interesting things happening with Blackberry next year, and that's what I think it's going to happen with Blackberry. Is the good thing is that they've been really pretty stable for like most of the year so far. Ever since this massive peak due to Wall Street bets, they've been pretty stable since then. So I'm happy with Blackberry for what it is. I might buy more Blackberry or maybe more Plexus, not sure. Those are probably still good time. It's probably still a good time for me to top up any of these two companies at this point in time, just to hold for a bit longer. My comment got deleted, lol, 420. Did your comment get deleted, Cameron? Oh, you did your best, bro. Thank you very much. Oh, gosh. Ezra, I'm not sure if he's seen my one. Oh gosh. Thoughts on ANZ? People have been interested in bank stocks right now because, with the mortgage rates going up, people are asking me, hey Jack, is mortgage rates going to make banks a lot of money? Depends. Not necessarily. They're normally putting it up, aligned with the Reserve Bank's OCR rate. So, at that point, it becomes a bit interesting. But let's see if there's been any, fundamental changes with, with ANZ. So, their worth. I guess I can do that. So, okay, in the Australian market, right? If it's a dual listing, then it should be fine. So, ANZ Bank, currently worth 76 bill Australian dollar, which is not too different from New Zealand dollar, just a bit. New Zealand dollar is a bit more inflated. But either way, what is it? The P ratio is 12.4 times. That's a bit high for a traditional banking, but it's okay given the kind of time we live in at this point in time. The economy is not that great either, and banks sometimes do worse. Then again, a lot of people do use financial services during a time like now where they can't afford anything and they start borrowing money. But then again, the interest rates are going up, which squeezes people and stops people from borrowing more money because they they don't even meet the lending criteria. For example, mortgage. So, it's a bit tricky, to be honest. I really need to cut my hair. Okay. So, they've been increasing. Their revenue has been increasing since 1 year ago, September last year onward. They've been on a consistent rise, and their profit has been pretty much correlated, like very proportional to the revenues. They have exactly the same kind of angle of increase there, let's say. So ANZ is looking pretty good. ANZ banking bank stocks are also dividend stocks, and they're probably one of the popular ones because people love banking stocks. But yeah, this is common to see in banking stocks, right? Debt to equity ratios are quite high. Normally the equity is not as high as debt, but because they have long standing, mortgages span across 30 years for most people, 20 to 30 years. Plus, you got all these other loans and savings. They make money over the long term. So as long as they can cover their expenses and just grow the company over time, it doesn't matter too much. And that's why their debt is a lot higher than the equity. And this is the case with most banks. I don't think there's any banks, especially like these kind of big banks, that has a higher equity than debt, for what I know. This is also the case in the US as well, so something to be aware of. Their dividend is 5.27%, which is pretty good if they can sustain that, and it seems like they've been around 5-6% for quite some time. They did dip to 2.7% last year, but given the whole lockdown pandemic kind of situation, I guess that was somewhat reasonable. But then again, they jump back straight up, and I guess the world is learning how to live with COVID, so I guess at that point it's not too much of a problem. Their profits well cover the dividends, which is really good because ANZ doesn't reinvest a lot of their money into the company itself, but because they're a dividend company, normally people just hold it for the long term, and the bank just wants to pay out good dividends. That's what most banks would do. Westpac would be the same at that point. So it does look like a pretty decent one. Seems like Mr. John Key has bought a bit more, not too much, but 56k worth. But yeah, not a big deal, but it seems like Mr. John Key he is one of the board members of ANZ. Yep, he's bought a bit more, but Vanguard Group sold a bit recently, and some other insiders, but Vanguard bought a bit more. So I don't know what's happening when they sell, but they immediately buy more like a few days later. I'm not sure what's happening with this, but if anyone knows, let me know. I'm starting to get more people in the live stream, 15 people right now. So soon I will start the options of you guys giving me stocks ideas, and we will start the poll pretty soon for what I can see. So stay tuned, guys. If you don't want to hear tune into me rambling about random stocks people ask me, until then I'm just listen to it and do something else. And when you start hearing me talk about, hey, choose a stock for me, guys, then just jump on chat. Then it's okay to do it like that. Let's see. Cameron, Plexus is weed. Is it? I don't know. Main freight E-road. So you're already giving me options. Okay. I think it's good time to start the polls. Okay. Let's do it. Let's start it off. Okay. Let me pull up a document. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's see. Pick a stock, New Zealand stock for till 7 figures. Okay, all right. I cannot type today, apparently. Okay. So, criteria. What? Okay. So there's some criterias, guys. There's some criterias. Okay, don't start spamming the chat just yet. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Okay, chillax. All right, got some criterias. Okay, for new people who are new to the polls and the new to the pick my stock kind of content. It's for us to just stay tuned with. It's not gonna be much. Currently, I have made $52.42 of A2 milk. This was the first episode of Pick a Stock for me. So, it's gonna be second episode of this pretty much. So I'm gonna be reinvesting everything I made in A2 milk, $52.42, into the new stock that you guys picked for me today. We're gonna keep it for a good couple of months, and we're gonna see how it did, and we're gonna choose another one, and it goes on and on. It's like a long-term kind of project of mine. It's not much right now, but maybe I'll bump up the price a lot more later. And yeah, it's just something to make it a bit more interesting for you guys to watch my content sometimes, because sometimes you might not want to just watch my portfolio and maybe you want me to buy something. So yeah, it's just that kind of stuff. Criteria, it has to be a company stock that is listed in the NZX. Okay, so New Zealand Stock Exchange. Okay, that's one criteria. Okay, let me make it slightly bigger. So it has to be that, yeah. Okay. This stock has to be listed on Sharesies. Okay. There's a Sharesies thing here. What other criterias are there? That should be it, I guess. I mean, I guess, no, actually, that's okay. So, is there anything else I missed here? What other criteria should I put in here? Yeah, it must be a stock that I don't own already in this public Sharesies portfolio. So what I mean by the third point here is that it must not be one of these 4 companies I have, because I already have them, right? And I have a lot more than $50 in it, and you can track it, how it's going. For example, Raycon, look at that, nearly a 2x, 88% up on Raycon. Beautiful stock. So can you guys pick something like Raycon for me, guys? I really want some decent gains, even if it's $50, you know what I mean? Like, make that $50 into $100, it's better than making $50 into $52, but yeah, so that's what I mean by do not give me a stock that I have already, because it's probably just gonna, consolidate with the existing stocks I have, and it's not gonna be that interesting, because the $50 is pretty puny compared to what I have in most of these. Anyways, I think that's about it. Yeah. Maybe give me something that is a bit that has some decent liquidity. You know, like give me something decent. You know, like don't give me something crap where it's gonna be hard ass for me to buy and sell. Like something like really small that no one barely buys. Please don't give me that kind of stuff. Like I don't want to be like next week. Hey guys, I put in the buy order, but it didn't fill, and I still couldn't buy the stock because no one is bloody selling them. You know, so give me something decent with decent liquidity. So, you know, I guess most of them should be okay. Yeah. Also, I prefer bigger stocks. Unless you can find me a smaller, high reward, small market cap stock. Okay, let's see. What else? How been? Tough life for you after 50% down on Blueberry. Blueberry? Not even Blackberry, Blueberry. Blackberry is at least 32% down. It's been pretty consistent around that, so I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. But Plexus going to 50%, this was unexpected, to be honest. But maybe people just didn't like the whole merger. And, you know, very news driven, right? Plexus was quite interesting because people started reading the news on Herald and stuff, like a lot of articles in the past week about Plexus failing the growth phase and stuff like that, which we already knew about. Like the task merge was already saying a lot of things about their growth not working out, so they're merging with task and stuff like that, and they're putting all their equity towards that and share diluting. You know, we all kind of expected it, but a lot of people that came into Plexus probably didn't even know why they want to invest into Plexus, and it was just really hyped last year, right? Plexus was really hyped last year. Plexus was very popular on the NZX last year, so that's why a lot of people came in. They got burnt and they're just leaving right now. That's what's happening with Plexus, right? The faster it goes up, the faster it comes down. Very good example. So let's go back to it before I lose more viewers. Let's keep you guys interested with this whole poll thing. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that hurt my eyes. Okay. Anyways, I think that's about it, okay? If you guys, if y'all give me a stupid stock that doesn't perform and my capital goes down, I'm gonna cry. So don't do that, okay? There we go. Oh gosh, alright. Yeah, okay, that's okay. So New Zealand recommend, put in the chat below, okay? Not yet. Give me a sec. I'll say start and you guys start listing it out, okay? So where are people at right now? Cameron, wait, what? I thought we were using stake. No, mate. Don't joke around like that. Jamak, what's your opinion on Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group? I'll get to that later after this content. Yeah, give it a sec, guys. Don't say the options yet because I need to. All right, I need to jot them down so you know. Hey Tusky, good to have in the live stream. No, you didn't miss the vote yet. I've only just started. I just pulled out this document so we can start getting some votes in. Hi, great to see you again. Yeah, good to see you again. Man, why are you talking so formally, gosh? Just to know, he does cry often. What do you mean? Almost of anything we suspect he's in the closet. What do you mean? Okay, I'm gonna put it on the chat. Start giving me your options. Start writing down a stock you want me to buy. One per person. Per person, okay. Start. Alright, start. It starts from now. In the chat, put it in right now. You know, right now. Let's do it. Hey Noob19, good to see you. Have a look at what I have here and just start putting them down. Okay. Vulcan. Alright, I'm gonna get through this slowly, so just give me a sec. I'm gonna try look for the tickers as well. So, oh, gosh. Alright, this is gonna be a bit crazy, but let's see. Vulcan Steel. Okay. Is Vulcan Steel Vulcan? VSL, okay. VSL. If you can give me the ticker as well, do give me the ticker just to make it a bit easier. Main freight, which is MFT for what I know. Oh, MFT. Yep, all good. What else? NZ Wind Farms. Are you serious, bro? You can't do this to me, guys. NZ Wind Farms, okay? Possibly buy. Alright, give me the, put in the chat below. Put it. Put your choice. Put your choice. Oh gosh, I cannot spell. Alright. NZ Wind Farms. What is NZ Wind Farms? NZ Wind Farms, is it? NZ Wind Farms, I think. Okay. What is it? Okay, give me the name of the company and the ticker. Let's do it like that. A bit easier. Scalar up. Okay, Scalar up. Scalar up. Scalar up. Scalar up. SKL. Okay, what else do we have? Great, I found some really terrible companies. If you give me a terrible company, I will come and haunt you for life. Hey Noob19, not too bad. It's about to get a bit crazy, so we'll see how it goes. Kathmandu, are you guys gonna make me buy Kathmandu again? Really? Come on, I don't... Oh, gosh, what is Kathmandu even doing well? It's just a bit higher than when I bought it like the whole dip, and I bought it for like this whole period here, and I sold everything at like $1.30 or something, but whatever. Oh gosh, good old days with Kathmandu. Okay, you guys gonna get me into Kathmandu? We'll see. Canna South. Are you actually? Is it CBD? Guys, give me the name and ticker if possible. Yep, CBD. Alright, Canna South. Alright, what we got here? Heartland Bank. Alright, Heartland Holdings. Okay, Heartland Holdings. Heartland Holdings. Oh, what is it actually called? It's Heartland Bank is just a part of it. Heartland Group, right? Heartland Group. Alright, let's call it Heartland Group. Okay. HGH. Another Kiwi, Somerset. Alright. Got some decent ones coming in. Somerset might be a bit high right now though, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Oh no, it retracted a lot with Oceania, so that's okay. I'll be happy to buy some Somerset probably. Dividend stock as well. Pretty good P ratio. I'm not sure how accurate this is, but some. Okay, some. Oh, we got some decent options here. Oceania has upside. Oh, Oceania. All right, Oceania. I'm pretty happy with Oceania. What is PP push pay, right? Push pay. So push pay. So this TT gave me push pay, PPH. Okay, let's keep it to 2 per person max. If you can give me just 1, keep it as 1, because if we don't have enough people voting, then there's no point having so many, because it starts to like diverse the whole thing. So give me a sec. CVT. What is CVT? Is that Convita? CVT. Yep, Convita. Convita. CVT. Alright. RBD. Restaurant brands, is it? Oh, restaurant brands. Okay. Restaurant brands. Okay. RBD. I think it is. It's amazing how I know a lot of these companies just by the ticker. Maybe that's just how much time I spend it. Okay, restaurant brands. Okay. So be it. Oceania are in here, so that's all good. David Paulson, MOV. What is MOV? Move Logistics Group. Okay, Move Logistics. Okay, Move Logistics. Why have I not heard about this company before? Oh, Till Group. Okay. Till Group. All right. So they're called Move Logistics now. Okay, Move Logistics. Move. What else do we have here? Pick a stock. If you joined in the live stream right now, have a look at this. Look at the criteria while you're doing that. And let's keep going. All right. What else do we have here? We got SKT. SKT, is that Sky Tower? I think that's Sky Tower. You guys are testing my... No, never mind. It's Sky Tower. Sky City is SKC. SKT is Sky. Sky TV, alright. Sky TV, alright. Sky TV. Okay, Sky... What is it actually called? Sky Network Television. Network Television. Alright. Sky... What else? Leanne, Canada South and NZ wind farms. It's already here. It's not the poll at the moment. You're giving me options for the poll. Okay, so just jot them down in the chat. Not too many, guys. All right. A Better Life, push pay already. I'm already here. So it's not the voting phase right now. It's just listing out the companies that people want, and I'm gonna start a poll on them. So just give it a sec, guys. It's not the poll. It's not the voting just yet. Okay. So we already got Move Logistics. Okay. So FSF. All right. FSF. Fonterra. No, I don't. Don't give me Font. Come on. I don't want to buy this company, man. Like, A2 was better than Fonterra is actually worse. Oh, gosh. At least they're dividend stock. Goodness me. At least. But have they been even paying their dividends? I don't know. Alright. Whatever. I'll put it in, though. Fonterra. SF. Alright, Fonterra. Alright. What else do we have here? Chaos BB. No, only New Zealand stock, mate. I'm sorry. Tusky, I'll be nice and keep my choice as Heartland Bank. It's probably one of my favorite Indian stocks right now. I agree with you. Heartland is always going to be a pretty good stock for the next coming years. I might vote for CBD though. No, you're not gonna choose Canada South. If you guys vote Canada South, I'm gonna hate you forever. Let's go Canada South. I'll get my friends too as well. Okay, I'm gonna start the vote when there's less people, so that you guys don't choose Candace. Choiboy is lucky. She's busy right now. Thank God Tusky's wife is busy. Please no baits, guys. What else? Alright. Hope it's not too small, but give it a sec. Alright, I'll make this really small. And I'll make this bigger, like that. Yeah. Anyways, that might ruin your eyes, but anyways, what else do we have here? Burger fuel. Guys, don't make me buy burger fuel. You know, like the liquidity on burger fuel is like crap for what I know. Jeez. Free software foundation isn't listed on NZX. Yeah, anything that's on NZX, guys, that I can buy on Sharesies. Sky TV lol. SKT went to the moon a while back. Yeah, they went to the moon and came back, didn't they? Sky TV, they went to the moon and yeah, don't know what happened, but geez, what is happening? Rua has to be there alongside Candace. No. Really? Rua Bioscience. Okay, alright. I'll put it in because it's not the voting phase. Not just yet. Till 7 figures. You learn we're listing off the entire NZX. Yes. Third age health. I like third age health because I actually hold third age health on my private account, but also on my sister's account. So third age health I'd be pretty happy with. Pretty good dividend stock. Growth dividend stocks. TAH. Alright. You need another dairy stock. For your information, I don't have a dairy stock anymore because I sold everything in A2. And I'm reinvesting that amount into the new stock you guys picked for me today. So it's going to be tricky. Harry, sup guys, I'm new. CBD, it's already part of the list here. It's right here. So vote on that when I put the poll up, guys. So let's see. What the fuck? Someone has the last name. Someone has the same last name. Come on, be nice to each other. Burger fuel to the moon. They consolidated the share price. That's what happened, right? There is a massive YT delay. There is a bit of YT delay, I'm sorry. I'm not sure how to fix it, but yeah, just there a bit. Raw is actually better than Canada South, marginally. Yeah, exactly, that's the problem, marginally. Okay, alright. Alrighties. Voting coming up soon. Alright, enough stocks to work with. So this is what we've come up with. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. Okay, pick a New Zealand stock for till 7 figures. We got these bunch of companies that you guys have okay, so I'm gonna read through it and I'm gonna start creating a poll, man. Choose a company. Okay, you can do 1 vote each. All right, 1 vote each. All right, so we're gonna have Vulcan. All right, so I'm gonna just copy and paste this. Vulcan Steel, VSL, Main Freight, MFT. We're gonna have so many. So we got New Zealand Wind Farms. We got Scalar Up, which is a pretty good company. Scalar Up. I can only put 4 options. Are you joking me? I cannot create a poll. What the heck? I can only put 4 options. Okay. All right, we're gonna do it the old school way, okay? How we did it last time. So what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna give you guys, I'm gonna say start and end, start and stop in the chat. During that start and stop, you guys need to put one. You guys gotta put one. Just one vote on one of these stocks, okay? We're not gonna be bringing in more stocks now. So this is the list of stocks you guys can choose from. You can only choose one stock, okay? One stock. All right, I'm gonna say start. Or straw poll. Okay, straw poll. Okay, straw poll. So I can create a poll here, right? Is it? Ah, I see. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cameron. Oh shit, we caught up. Mula, not Sky. They're way too old. Who even uses Sky anymore? Haha. I mean, these are just the stocks that people have given me so far. It's not that I'm gonna buy every single one of them. I'm gonna be buying just one of these, okay? One of these. You guys gonna vote on them, so give me a sec. You can't fix the YT delay. It's a live streaming process delay because of it's the internet. Right, yes. That's what I thought. But it is a bit high though. The delay is a bit much. Okay. Don't spam chat, Cameron, please. Straw poll, let him catch up, okay? I'm gonna... Cameron for the absolute win. Alright, okay. Let's do this. Pick NZ stock for till 7 figures. Okay. Only choose one, okay? So I'm going to just copy and paste it over. Give me a sec, guys. So I got Canna South as well, Kathmandu, Heartland Group. If you guys don't know any of these companies and you want to look into it, this is the time now to have a look and Google what you're going to be voting, okay? Pushpay, alright. Some church charity company, yeah. Comvita, some honey. Restaurant brands, we love that. What do you call it? Fast food chains, yeah, fast food chains. Move Logistics, which was pretty much Till. Sky TV, people's favorite. Fonterra, the inferior dairy company. Burger Fuel, you guys love Burger Fuel, I guess some of you do. Not a big fan of it, but Raw Bioscience, my goodness. And Third Age Health. Okay, that's it. So, yeah, I'll make it private. Multiple choice? No. We're gonna keep it simple. If there's a tie coming up, I will, yeah, if there is a tie, I will do a revote. What? You guys, did you just give me the wrong thing? Are you serious, dude? Oh my god. You guys are amazing, dude. Straw poll me. Alright. Why does it matter what I use though? I don't understand. Oh gosh, not to do this again. Real-time polls for free. Okay. This is the right one, okay? Stay on the live stream, guys. We're nearly there. Bloody hell. Oh, no, I need to do this all over again. Okay, choose. Oh, I'm just gonna copy and paste. Pick. Yes, pick me a stock. I like this font. Yes, I like this font. Okay. Here we go again. Main freight, giving you guys more time to Google companies. If you want to Google companies, do it right now because I'm gonna do a bit faster. Canna South, we got Heartland Group, we got Somerset, Retirement Village, Oceania, Retirement Village as well, PushPay, Charity Software, Convita, Honey, Restaurant Brands, Fast Food, Move Logistics, Sky TV, Fonterra, Dairy, Burger Fuel, Brewer Bioscience, and Third Age. Alright. Alright. Copy. Alright. What's happening? What is this, man? Oh no. What is this? Alright. You guys can choose. Hard to watch. Alright. Give me a sec. That's the poll link, guys. Go to the poll. I'm supposed to be the technologically inept boomer in this community. Choiboy is a freaking programmer. I'm sorry, guys. I need a drink. Yes, go get a drink. So that's the thing. So vote. Man, what is this? Why is it so, what do you call it? It's ruined. Okay, I'm gonna see if this thing works. There we go. Ah, it's much better here. Results. Guys, this is a dead poll. This doesn't work. What do you mean this doesn't work? Is it not working? Till 7 with the lid down. What do you mean lid down? Oh my goodness. I'm losing people now. GG. I'm getting so confused. We aren't voting for a tech stock at this point. You clearly wouldn't know what it does. No results. You know what? This is amazing. I'm not getting anything. Cameron, you have sent me something that doesn't work, mate. I am so sad. So if I vote, is it gonna give me anything? It doesn't even work. No, the problem with doing this on YT is that I can only put 4 options though. That's the problem. I'm gonna close that. Okay. Where is this? Oh gosh. This is a failure. I need to come up with a better solution next time. Anyways. You know, we're going to do it the old way. Alright? We're going to do it the old way. Okay, give me a sec. My goodness. I became a boomer just now because I cannot even run a proper poll myself. Oh, jeez. And I called myself a tech person. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It's not working. Okay. We're going to do it on the YT. Okay. Put 1 vote on the stock you want me to buy in chat. Start. All right. We're going to do it in chat. Screw it. We're gonna screw the polls, man. We're gonna do it old school, okay? One vote. Put the ticker down or the name down of one of these stocks you can see right here. In one of these stocks here, just put it down in chat. I'm gonna do it myself. Stupid polls. Stupid. Pick the top 4 you want, do it for YT. No, it's not top 4. It's one vote per person. One vote. Okay, we're gonna keep it simple. One vote. 3 polls of 4. 3 polls of 4, but how's that gonna work, right? Oh, do you guys want me to do like a ladder thing? Ladder. Nah. Ladder. Nah. This is gonna take forever if we do a ladder, okay? So, okay, let's do it. NZ Wind Farms, we got 1, okay? So we got 1 of that. SKL, we got 1, okay? We got Oceania. We got MFT. What am I doing with my life? CBD. We got 2 CBDs. My goodness. 2. We got Somerset. We got NZ Wind Farm. So 2. We got NZ Free Wind. Oh, gosh. Why you guys do this to me? PPH. Alright, PPH. So we got that. We got SKL. So we got 2 SKLs. Okay. Maybe I should have used the Excel sheet. I'm stupid, man. I'm actually stupid. HGH, so that's Heartland Group. Man, what am I doing with my life, guys? What am I doing? CBD then, okay. Oh gosh. Are you guys actually gonna make me buy CBD? MFT. We got PPH. So push pay. We got NWF, which is NZ Wind Farms. Oh my goodness. Why is NZ Wind Farms and Canada South tied right now? OCA. Alright, OCA. NWF. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. No, guys. Oceania. Ladder next time. Yeah, I might do a ladder. Maybe I will split it into like a championship kind of poll and just do it in YT. I think it'll be much easier, to be honest. Remove your vote on Heartland. You're gonna go for what? Oceania. Okay. Oh. Is that it, guys? Are you guys actually gonna make me buy NZ Wind Farms? My goodness, someone change this, please. Oh no. I'm gonna love it or hate it, but man, that looks dangerous. That looks dangerous. Actually, don't want you to buy NZ Wind Farms or Canada South. At this rate, this is it, pretty much. At this rate, this is it, okay? So maybe we'll make this the first, okay? We're gonna make this first because this is the first level, right? So I'm gonna just put it in the poll of the ones that we got, the top 4 stocks we get here, and I'm gonna do an actual YouTube vote, okay? A YouTube poll, and it's gonna come up in chat, and let's keep it like that, okay? It never moves. Yeah. If you guys want to see some good content, maybe need to choose something really volatile. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is it. I don't think there's any more to anymore. So final vote, okay? I'm gonna put it on the YT, okay? So it's final vote, final stock vote, okay? Stock vote. So it seems like Oceania, Marky Mark, thank you very much. So we're tied with NZ Wind Farms and Oceania at the moment. So I'm going to put it in here, okay? So I'm going to put NZ Wind Farms in one of the options. I'm gonna do a second vote on YouTube, so keep an eye out for that. I'm making that right now in the poll. Please no. Oh gosh, we got Canna South as well. No, actually, I'm just gonna keep it not even top 4 because we're tied with NZ Wind Farms and Oceania right now. Okay. Uzri, I should be studying for my physics exam tomorrow. What am I doing here? It won't take too long. I haven't seen you in my live streams. I think it's the first time you talked, but welcome to my live stream and welcome to my retarded life where I get my viewers to choose my stock and they give me NZ Wind Farms and Oceania. So this is going to be pretty funny. Leave now so you don't have to swing the memes. NZ Wind Farms is screwed. Exactly. All right. Stopping an Asian guy from crying on live stream. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay, I'm just going to add... All right. All right. I'm going to go with this, okay? Main vote. So there's going to be a vote coming up right now on the... What do you call it? On the chat, okay? It's a YouTube vote. So we're going to go with the top 4, okay? This is it. Final stock vote. Ask my community. There we go. Oceania. Okay, so there's 6, okay? So where's my poll gone? Okay. All right. Poll started, guys. Start voting. Start voting. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So Oceania's at the lead. 43%. We got 7 votes in. Come on, let's go. Come on, I want 20 votes. We have 20 people in this live stream right now. We need to get at least 15 votes, okay? Let's go. Let's keep going. So Oceania is in the lead. Well, people are actually moving on from NZ Wind Farms to Oceania. Pretty interesting. Okay, we've got 17 votes. 65% on Oceania. I think it's going to be Oceania. So I think this is it. Okay, so what do we have? So results. All right. So what do I see here? Vote results. Poll results. So we got 21 votes in right now. Okay, we got NZ Wind Farms. Wind Farms at 5%. We got Oceania Healthcare at 64%. I think it's done. I think it's done. We're not going to have more people come in and vote to flip the results around. So it's going to be that. Canna South is 18%. Thank goodness. Main Freight, we got it at 14%. So this is the clear winner for today. 22 votes. So all right, this is the winner. All right, there we go. Just to make everything easier, we got 22 votes. Yeah, 64% Oceania. Over $52. Tusky, dude, I'm working tomorrow. What the fuck am I doing? I don't know what you're doing, mate. P-Dog, Argos and KPG, please. Please, Johnny. What do you mean? Who's Johnny? Alright, guys. I think this is it. It's done. It's done. We got 23 votes and it's 65% Oceania. So, yeah. Winky, Shift S. No. We're not going to change anything. This is it. Oceania for the win. Yes, Oceania for the win. I voted Mainframe purely because I have OCA and my daughter has MFT and we all know who the superior stock picker is. Your daughter does pick pretty good stocks, I have to say. Marky Mark, I'm glad to see Oceania won. It's good to look after our old people. Exactly. And Oceania is going to be a pretty interesting one because Oceania, it's dipped a bit recently. So let's have a look at Oceania, right? So Oceania dipped recently, and it's going to be a pretty good time to buy because it's a dividend stock. So now I can buy a dividend stock which has pretty good growth potential as well. You know, and we all know the aging population in New Zealand is always going to be increasing over time, especially with the people in their 50s and 60s right now going into retirement pretty soon. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see. There's a lot of people in that age group. So yeah. Ezra, we have another Ezra here. Do you find NZX less fun than NASDAQ? Yes, it is quite not so fun compared to NASDAQ or NYSE, any of the US stocks, right? So yeah, Oceania, right? All right, Oceania. See, it's one of the things that I was watching on as well. So we're gonna end the poll. 23 votes. There we go. We're gonna end it. I didn't want to be that mean, Ezra. Oh gosh. Oceania Care wins the poll. It isn't really a dividend play, but it's in a dividend industry, right? Retirement villages are normally pretty good dividend companies in a sense, but you know, because Oceania is a lot smaller compared to Somerset or Ryman's or MetLife Care, etc., it makes it a really good dividend stock, fundamentally a dividend stock, but it has so much potential to grow because it's such a small company still. Like, it's an underdog, right? So it still's got some time. So Oceania has won the poll for today. Winky Shift it's a screen snip. What do you guys mean? This is legit. Final stock vote, 65% on Oceania. It wins hands down, okay? It's 65% as well. But we don't need this anymore, so we'll close that. It's pretty funny we're making so much racket out of everything when we're only going to invest $52. But, in the later episodes of this content of pick a stock for till certain figures, we're going to be adding a lot more. Maybe I'll do it with $500 next time or $1,000 next time. So keep tuned for this content over the coming months to years. It might be a big thing. Maybe even like a primary content I kind of deal with, because I do portfolio updates, Sharesies portfolio updates, and then I do live streams. Those are my two main contents on this YouTube channel. And maybe in the future, this will become like a primary source for people coming onto my live streams, right? I need to find a better way of doing these polls, because doing it manually like that was pretty AIDS. That was pretty annoying. Anyways, you're basically investing in the NZ property market. I guess so, yeah. I mean, that's how Oceania is set up at this point in time. But, like, saying it like that, though, if I'm investing in the NZ property market, then that's probably not a good thing at the time like now, where everything's at all-time high, to be honest. And that's probably why it's dipped so much already, because of property uncertainty around the property markets. What's with my pronunciation? Anyways, project manager. Why was Plexus omitted from the voting? Did everyone see the NZX announcement? Former CEO dumped 750k stocks on the market November 16th to 19th. Yes. Project manager. So good point. It was removed from it because I already have Plexus shares. So I'm an ex-Plexus employee, and that's why I didn't want to do, and there's no point of me adding $52 into Plexus when I already have 4,000 there, and I'm already down 50% on it. So, I'll do my own kind of topping up on Plexus over time, and, I'll do that some other time. It's not like a thing that I want to put into the content. So one of the criteria for the voting for this pick a stock for me kind of thing was pick a stock that is in the New Zealand Stock Exchange, that is listed on Sharesies, but I do not own already, because there's no point of adding $50 on something I already have thousands of dollars in. So that's the reason why. Plug my business. Go, Tusky. Just put your business on the chat. Do your advertising here. That's totally fine as well. And yeah, for people that's taking it really seriously, this voting thing is completely for laughs. $50 is not that much, you know. Like, we're just doing it just to make it a bit more interesting, and I'm just thinking of new contents to kind of run the live streams with, because sometimes it's just boring me just looking through companies and stuff like that. So this is just something that I'll do every few months, just to, you know, bring in some people, and, you know, bring some fun around, because it's interesting to see what people are wanting to buy, and maybe they don't want to buy it themselves, but they want to see other people buy it and see how it goes, right? So I mean, that's the whole kind of point of it. It's all for fun, nothing too serious. So do be aware of that. P-Dog, Argosy and KPG results coming out. What you guys think? Results bet. We're not going to do another bet on anything. Let's see. Okay, when the results come in for Argosy and KPG, do let me know in the live stream in the coming weeks, and just ask me around that, and I'll have a look for it through you know, Simply Wall Street right here. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the stock. It's already dipped a lot. I guess this is the kind of same kind of trend we see with Oceania at the moment as well, but yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting. The P ratio is really good though already, and you know, the results are really good. Their earnings is a lot higher than their revenues. That probably means that they've been selling stocks, so that's one thing. But New Zealand property, you know, if you're selling New Zealand property right now, you're selling it at the all-time high. I mean, you're probably doing a pretty good job if you're not, if it's like an investment property, because maybe it will probably drop in the next coming years. That's what I think with the New Zealand property and market, for anyone who is interested to know my opinions around it. I will be looking to buy an apartment or a house myself in the coming 1 to 2 years, so maybe sometime in 2022 and 2023. I will be looking to buy in, because I think it is going to chillax just a bit with the increasing mortgage rates. We have more rumors around the OCR rate. The Reserve Bank is increasing the OCR rates, which will increase the mortgage rates even further. Kiwi Bank has already increased their mortgage rates, for what I know, and all the major banks will follow through. And people will start to maybe go to Heartland Bank more, because Heartland Bank has one of the lowest mortgage rates in New Zealand at this point in time. Yeah, the major banks will kind of bank it on people that just, you know, already on the mortgages there, and they know people are not going to restructure at this point in time, probably not, because interest rates are just going up. And for people who are smart enough to do some fixed interest rates at very low interest rates earlier this year, then man, you guys are lucky, because it's going crazy right now. All right, where am I on chat? Wait, did I even buy it yet? No, I didn't, eh? Let's do that. Oceania, buy, market, 52.42. We're making a big deal out of this. My goodness me. Man, transaction fees. I hate transaction fees, but you guys be able to see this on my portfolio from next portfolio update, so I'll briefly talk about it in my portfolio update as well, and keep you guys posted. So let me know how it goes. Let's carry on with the chats and the normal live stream stuff now. Thank you everyone for joining into the votes. Next time we'll make it even bigger, and maybe hopefully get 30 to 50 people in the chats. Would be really nice. Share this channel to your friends and family members who are interested to you know, see an Asian guy, a Korean guy that talks about New Zealand stocks, and not just New Zealand stocks, but stocks in general, but not only stocks, but crypto and property market as well, and just give my thoughts around that. So share this channel around and give it a like. Give this live stream a like if you haven't already, because it's sad just seeing 7, and it really helps with the algorithm. If you comment down, if you have any questions with anything I talk about or anything I didn't cover yet, feel free to, you know, comment down in any of my videos on YouTube, and I normally reply pretty generously with a paragraph if needed. And yeah, it should be fun. Thank you everyone for joining in today. Not gonna end the live stream just yet though. We're gonna carry on with the chat. So Tusky, you realize half the audience wants you to invest in stupid stuff for the lols, right? Yeah, I guess so. Gavin, just turned in. Anyone talked about Rocket Lab craze? Not just yet. Rocket Lab craze, I've kind of like stayed away from it. I'm not really interested in Rocket Lab, to be honest. I don't even know what they're doing right now, but yeah, like I'm staying away from Rocket Lab. I don't really like the company itself, personally, but that's just my kind of experiences from what I have researched and just saw previous employees talk about. But then, you know, then again, it's not something I want to openly talk about on the internet probably, so I'll keep my opinions to myself, but not really my favorite stock for what I know. Tusky, Osha, I feel a bit bad about roasting you now. That's all good. It's not your first time, is it? KPG come out tomorrow, lol. Bring it up in the next live stream, P-Dog, and we'll talk about KPG and Argosy. So where am I on the chat? Tusky, I sell homebrew supplies, but apparently I can't spell tonight. I'll do the advertisement for you just before we lose more people. Give me a sec, guys. Where is it? Where you at? So, give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Where is the site? Wait. Hey, Tusky, can you send me the link? Can you post your link on the chat so I can talk about it? I can't find it on our chat for some reason. Anyways. Discord channel. Stop spamming the Discord channel, Cameron. My goodness me. But yeah, join the Discord channel if you guys want to see more kind of talk about shares or property market with people. There's a bunch of people on this Discord channel, and you know, sometimes I'm not able to kind of, you know, like get to all your comments sometimes, like especially if you guys DM me. It takes me some time to get to them, so just know that. And the Discord channel, there's normally a lot of people on it, and they'll probably get to you about in a couple of hours to maybe a day. There you guys can have some open chats about it. So join the Discord channel, as Cameron has spammed in my chat nicely for us there. Stocks with Sam, man, he hasn't put anything, man. His YouTube channel's dead. Oh, damn. Marky Mark, hooroo, brother. Yes, hooroo. Anyone has seen Stocks with Tusky? Stocks with Tusky. Go YouTube search Stocks with Tusky. Tusky also makes some videos for stocks if you're interested in people's opinions around stocks. There's plenty of people around here. Doran, good to have in the live stream. Stocks with Sam, he removed his videos, cannot find anymore. Yeah, he did remove most of them, so yeah. Unfortunate. He was pretty interesting to see. It's not common, you know, teenagers talk about stocks in New Zealand, but Yeah, I think Stam is a teenager. He was like just getting out of high school, I think. Anyways, it's quite unfortunate he stopped making videos though. It's all good, Tusky. We all have full-time jobs, right? Like, we're not full-time YouTubers, right? If you're not making videos regularly as a full-time YouTuber, then it's probably something wrong there. But yeah, I mean, we all have our full-time jobs and we're just doing this for fun on the side, I guess. Alright, does Choiboy has crypto channel? No, I don't have a crypto channel specifically, but I do talk about crypto when people ask me about crypto, and that's why I always have this open for people who are interested. And for people who are interested to know what I kind of look into, this is my watch list for crypto at the moment. These are the kind of stocks I am keeping my eye out for, and I have alerts for these kind of movements in these coins because these are the ones I'm interested in or actually invested in. So yeah, I'm a big guy in crypto. I have a lot more in crypto than stocks. It's not, it's something, but sharing your crypto portfolio is probably not the smartest thing to do on YouTube, to be honest. So yeah, it's not something I openly share my actual portfolio, but these are the kind of stocks I'm looking into. And you know, I know a lot of the mainstream coins because I've been in crypto for a good, you know, good 4 years now. Yeah, more than 4 years, like 4.5 years now. So it's been quite a while in crypto. Gotta gotta thank my first company's employees, my colleagues in my first company, because that's when I started to get some confidence around crypto back in mid 2017, and that's when it all started. I am heavy crypto. I just don't talk about crypto on this channel. It's because the main reason why I don't talk about too much crypto on this channel is because most of my viewers on this channel are beginners, and I don't think it's a good idea for beginners in investing in general. Like people who are new to personal finance, budgeting, and investing especially, I don't think it's a smart thing to start gambling on crypto. So that's why I do not focus my channel on crypto, because more than half of my viewers are new to investing as a whole, and it's always probably a good idea to start with stocks and funds, especially funds, and just grasp the concept of investing before going into anything a bit more risky like crypto. Because if you look at it, it's really volatile. It drives beginners crazy. Like if you see like 20% drops or 20% upsides like in a day over, like overnight, then you go crazy, right? Like that's the thing with crypto, and that's why I don't focus too much on it. But I do answer questions, or I do talk about my opinions around it if anyone asks me about crypto on this channel as well. So feel free to ask me crypto stuff as well, because I'm bigger in crypto than stocks, to be in terms of the money I invest, and I've been actively investing in crypto more than stocks in general as well. Project manager, I didn't realize you left Plexus. No wonder the share price has tanked. That's funny. Project manager. Yeah, I left Plexus and I joined Spark 4 months ago now. So I'm just working at the good old telecom space, but not as anything else. But I'm a data engineer at Spark. So yeah, Plexus is gone for me. Still, I have a lot of things to thank Plexus for, because that's where I grew most of my professional career in data engineering at. So yeah, there is a bit of mixture of emotions of what I feel about Plexus. It's kind of unfortunate they've been going some downhill recently, but I still have some good hopes for them in the long term. But it's going to be quite a bumpy ride for Plexus. Johan, good to have in the live stream. You are definitely late. I'm late. How did your A2 trade go? Recap. So I made $52 in A2, 52.42, $52.42. People voted for Oceania, so the final vote was on Oceania. Oceania won. So I put all the money I made in A2 and put it into Oceania. So that's pretty much what happened. I made $2.42 on A2 milk. I mean, better than anything else, but it's peanuts really. But yeah, at least it was positive. Good to have in the live stream though. You came in just before I turned it off for today. Tusky, Sam taught me a lot. I'm sad he's not making videos now. Yeah, it is quite unfortunate. Sam was pretty interesting to watch. Johan, Sam was all pluck. I enjoyed his content but couldn't keep it up. Yeah. Poor guy. Tusky, the next Stocks was a 10-year-old is going to involve a lot of my child mocking me. Her biggest position is Roblox. Roblox. How is Roblox actually doing? Roblox. My goodness me. My goodness me. Man, Roblox literally 2x'd in 1 month, in the past month, from mid-October till now. My goodness, what am I doing with my life? Cameron, he got himself a decent gaming PC, which he did adapt into an editing rig, but he found he couldn't keep his video quality up. It was more of a personal bar thing. Yeah, I guess so. YouTube, you just gotta, you know, keep the bars low when you're first starting off, and until you get pretty big, right? Then some people do feel a bit pressured by it, but obviously you guys know me. You guys clearly know that I don't care. I just do this on the side, to be honest, and if people enjoy my content, people enjoy it. People don't, they don't have to watch me, right? So yeah, it's interesting. It's, yeah. And also mental capacity matters a lot on YouTube. Like, if you cannot deal with a bit of hate or people not liking your opinions, you know, you got to be able to take that on YouTube as well. And that's the whole point of putting yourself on the internet. It's just not easy sometimes. And because I was always the kind of person that did streaming, and I used to stream games to my friends, I make music and I share them with like everyone around me. You know, I'm open about a lot of the things I do and with my life, so normally I don't mind a bit of criticism. But then again, I don't get that much criticism. I swear, I swear, like, my English is getting worse over time, even though I lived most of my life in New Zealand. But yeah, it seems like I get less hate than likes on this YouTube channel. So, you know, it's nice to see people come back to my live streams every week or so and, you know, come chat with me, but also watch my portfolio update. So it's all nice. My biggest position is Beyond Meat. I already know that, Tusky. So Spark to the moon. I can't talk about Spark, man. You guys know how it's like. It's like exactly when I was at Plexus, right? I can't talk about Plexus much, except for information that is already public, right? And that's why that's why I don't talk about Plexus still, because I don't know what I know. And I don't want to say anything, to be honest. Like, I probably don't have any insider info anymore, though. I mean, I don't even know this whole merger thing until the news came out. I was just like, what? I only left 4 months ago and suddenly the company did a 180. I don't understand. But Spark's a good dividend stock. Just by externally looking at it, they're just very consistent. And you know Spark's business model, man. Like, yeah, you can't go wrong. Like, it's broadband and mobile. Like, unless they suddenly start losing a bunch of their customer base, it's a pretty stable business for what I know. Telecommunications, right? It's pretty traditional. Johan, real estate, where it's at, isn't it? See, the government is looking into the building industry. They did a great job with the petrol and food ones. Just inflation rate is so high right now. Like, everything is going to crap. But what can we do? Like, we saw this coming, right? We still got lots of people on benefit right now. They're probably like working under the table and still getting the New Zealand benefit for the lockdown right now. So yeah, we're just printing money every day. Like, jeez, make me sad. Like, inflation rate at nearly 5%. Whew. God knows where we're going. Tusky, we should have made you buy Spark. I think I would have left Spark out, even so. I don't want to get into anything. I don't even know if I can just buy Spark. Like, I honestly don't know. I don't think so. Like, I wouldn't be able. Like, I need to ask my manager how that even works, because I don't even know the policies here. Then again, the company's so big. Sometimes I can't keep up with all the changes and stuff. I'm like busy doing my own work, man. My goodness. Johan, $2 is more than I've made. Oh my goodness, that's just saddening, bro. My goodness, Roblox to the moon. Yes, to the moon. Johan, slight subject change, Jack. Where is the interest rates going? You think it'll go over 5%? So, are you talking about the mortgage rates? At that case, I think it will probably stabilize around an average of 4 to 5%. I think anything around there would be like the average mortgage rate. Like if you look at the mortgage rate right now, let me look for it. So we got the mortgage rate right here. If we look at all lenders, and if we look at a Heartland is currently the lowest. I mean, Kainga Ora is first, but Heartland is like probably like the most cheap option. Like that is pretty stable. I have a couple of people around me as well using Heartland for their mortgages, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Even their floating is a good 1% below the average big ones. Yeah, like look at these. Look at the floating rates, guys. Like the floating rate, the special floating rate is at 4.45. Special means that you have that 20% deposit or equity, and that's when you can access their floating rate of this. If your equity or deposit is less than 20%, so your LVR is higher than 80%, then you're gonna get a shittier floating rate, and that would probably go towards 5%. You know, at that point you're screwed. You can't do much. Like you gotta have money, and it's just not looking too great. If you look at the big banks right now, they're all really high, right? They're at least 4% for most of them. Like Westpac is still at 3.65. As I said, special means you have 20% deposit, but 20% deposit on a $1 million house, that's 200k. Man, imagine saving up 200k. Cameron, I'm happy to rib you, give you hate, and tell you what you're doing wrong anytime. We don't even have to have a live stream. That's because you walked out of the building, so they ran the other way and to get away from you. My goodness me. Project manager, the bank seems to be doing all the work for the Reserve Bank. Let's see what happens this week. Yeah, because there's some news about the OCR going up sometime this week or next week or something like that. So I guess that's something to be aware of. But buying a house is just getting a bit harder nowadays, especially for home buyers that didn't have 20% deposit. They're just getting squeezed because the lending criteria is just getting ridiculous. And man, even for someone like me working in tech, earning a lot more than the median salary, but still, like, it's so hard for us to buy a house. It's just ridiculous. If it's hard for me as well, I can't imagine for anyone on the New Zealand median salary, for example, around $60,000, if you're on a salary like that, man, like buying a house is actually nuts. Like the government needs to do something. Like let's hope the tax rates and the interest, the new bright, what is it? The bright light, the bright line or something like that. That tax thing for property, for investment properties, but stuff like that. You know, it's quite interesting because like a lot of the things that's happening right now is also counteractive. Like they're making it harder for home buyers to buy a house by tightening the lending criteria, but they're also increasing the interest rates. But they put a new tax law for people with a lot of money to stop buying, well, to start paying tax. But that's not going to stop people from buying property if there's going to be, if people still believe in the long term of the property. So assets need to just correct to a point where people lose faith and they stop buying so many, what do you call it? so many investment properties, and that's when it's going to be okay. And you got to stop the overseas buyers, people that are not in New Zealand right now, whether they are a resident or not. You just got to stop making them buy. You got to do something, right? Like, everything doesn't seem to be making too much sense nowadays. Tusky, what do you mean you don't get criticism? Your portfolio is way too tech heavy and PX1 sucks. Make me cry. This is not the kind of criticism I'm talking about, right? But yeah, I mean, yeah. What can I say at 50% down? Like, I can't even say anything at that point. TT, high inflation and increasing interest rates will bite in 2022. I agree with that. Johan, interest rates make me nervous. I hope it doesn't go through the roof. Yeah, it'll probably stabilize around 5% for what I know. Tusky, also Spark might be recurring revenue from cell phone businesses, but the debt is pretty bad, so I'm not sure if they're able to sustain the dividend going forward. I think they would be okay. For what Spark is, let's look at Simply Wall Street. So they're worth 8.3 bill. 8.3 bill. They have a P ratio of 21x, which is okay. PB ratio is a bit high, but that's also okay. Their revenue is 3.593 bill. That's a lot for a $8.3 billion company. Also, you know, their earnings is decent. Like, it's not too bad. It's 10% of the revenue, which is not too bad. Not too bad at all. And as long as they can sustain that, that's decent earnings, honestly speaking. Yeah, the debt is high, for sure. It is high, and the equity is like, the debt to equity is pretty much 1-to-1 at the moment. But, you know, that's fine because, you know, they have decent earnings and they have decent revenues. Their revenue is really high for their market cap, personally speaking, of course. But yeah, I think their dividend is going to be okay. It is a bit high, I guess, 5.64%. They do need to increase their earnings a bit more, and we'll see what Spark does, right? Like, Spark doesn't just do telecommunications, but they also do IoT, and 5G is rolling out recently and stuff like that, right? So we'll see where Spark goes with the rest of everything. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see about it. But like, the numbers doesn't look too bad for what I can see. Like, I think most people would be just holding Spark for the long-term dividends as well. And I think if the dividends are not covered well by earnings, then they'll do something to increase earnings, or they'll do something, right? They got to keep their investors pretty happy. I think Spark's been doing pretty good at that, really. Johan, $2 sad, Jack, but you taught me not to stress over the losses, and helped a lot, to be honest. Used to check it every day, stressed, but now happy to just ride it. Exactly right. And you know, if you believe in the company, there's going to be ups and downs, but you're just looking for the long term, right? Whatever your time frame is, just think about it. The day you sell is when you should care about the price. You shouldn't really care about the short term price action, because it doesn't mean anything. If you didn't sell, paper loss and paper gains don't mean anything. Unrealized gains and unrealized losses don't mean anything until they become realized. This is the kind of mindset you need to grow as an investor, right? Like, yeah, there's no point stressing about being down 50%, because I'm not going to sell it I'm not losing 50% until I actually sell it at this point. If I sell it here, yeah, I lost 50%, but right now it's just on paper. It's not solid right now. And if Plexus goes back to, you know, what, 80 cents or so, then I'll break even. Then, you know, I'll be selling at a break even, maybe better than 50%. And that's what I'm saying. It only matters when you're actually selling, is when you care about the price, to be honest. Tusky, I don't think you can buy Spark on the open market. Sharesies has a section asking if you're a prescribed person, meaning if you're employed by a listed company. Exactly. So I don't think so. I had to ask. No, so I can, no, when I was at Plexus, I could buy Plexus shares as long as I get a confirmation from the CFO. So I had to send and fill out a form, and the CFO would be like, okay, you don't have anything, no insider info, cool, you can buy it. And I just buy it online. So that's fine. I just need to get approved by someone, I guess, before I buy any stock. So I won't be buying Spark anytime soon until maybe in the future I want to buy some dividend stocks. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Johan, inflation rate is at 5%. Yeah, right. I can't tell you anything, but that's only gone up 5%. Food, petrol, materials, even bloody McDonald's. I hate to say McDonald's is so expensive now. Like, my goodness me. Like, I never thought I'd be paying that much for a cheeseburger. Like, I bought KFC like twice and like McDonald's once since level 3 in Auckland, and man, it's just like the price has just put me off. I'm like, it's not even that much, of course, but like from what I've spent on McDonald's back in high school, man, the price increased so much, probably a lot faster than inflation rate, to be honest. Way faster than inflation rate, for sure. Tusky, Heartland Bank is great as a borrower. I lucked the hell out and locked in at 1.8% till November next year on my mortgage. 1.8 is so good on any mortgage at this point in time. So, man, lucky you, Tusky. I have 15k revolving credit facility as well. That's pretty reasonable. That's good. It's always good to have some decent revolving credit if you have the option to. Normally only happens when your property increases in price compared to the set value that what you signed for in the mortgage. But yeah, revolving credit's nice to have, right? It's a nice peace of mind, and you can use it for a lot of good opportunities as well. Really good. Johan, in my opinion, where the government screwed up is that they made it hard for first home buyers, but easy for people with equity to buy second and third houses without putting actual cash down. Exactly, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. So, like, they did kind of put an incentive, well, they kind of demotivated property investors to not buy so much, because they, like, especially for the ones that flip houses often, like, you know, because before we had the whole bright line kind of tax law or something like that, people flipped housing in Auckland, and they just made banks, right? Like, they buy a house, keep it for like 6 months to 1 year, and they suddenly make like 100 200k on top of what they paid for the house, and they just go on and they flip houses. And once you have one asset to just base the equity off for the next house, you know, you're done for. And like, it's overseas investors or it's baby boomers, right? And we're not going to be blaming baby boomers. I think the most of the issue came from overseas investors and overseas vendors, which seems to be most of the property investors. So, you know, it's tricky. It's really tricky. It's hard to also just blame someone as well. So it's up to the banks and the government to come up with some good collaborative policies to at least stop the prices from going crazy compared to, you know, the rest of the world. Like, we have the craziest house prices compared to our salaries, our median salary in New Zealand. Like, an average household it's so hard for an average first home buyer couple, for example, to buy a decent house. Like, unless they move into like a 1-bedroom or like a 2-bedroom apartment somewhere, it's so expensive. Even the new builds are not that cheap. So it's tricky, really, really tricky. Get people on their own houses. The whole country benefits. Have few people own all the house. You soon have a class system. Yeah, asset prices are just a bit high here. And people bank a lot on property. Like, a lot of people keep their whole net worth on property in New Zealand. It's quite a common thing here, right? Tusky, a lot of people are cheering on the housing crash in NZ. If that happens, you don't have the cash to buy a house outright. Good luck getting a bank to lend to you. Exactly. So Yeah, if you don't have the cash, then unlucky. Yeah. Luckily, that's why I'm trying to build my cash position right now, because I don't know when I'm gonna buy a house. But if the crash does happen, which I'm also looking forward to, because I'd probably want it to crash just a bit, just correct just a bit before I buy in. Like it is a bit, it's a bit high at the moment, even for new builds. So once it drops a bit and I have enough cash position at that point in time, then I'll be able to buy it in. And I also got my parents' house as collateral if I want to. So, I'm lucky to have these kind of options. But yeah, you just got to be ready. And that's why people should be building. If you want to buy a property in the next coming years, you should be building your cash position right now, because you don't know when that's going to happen. Let's say that happens next year, the year after, in 2022 and 2023, or even 2024. You got to be ready. You got to have at least a bit of cash and some leeway just to make your life a bit easier, because you don't know when it's going to get tighter again. It's really hard to get into. Tusky, I flung a bit of crap at Spark, so long as the management has better planned than Z Energy dividend policy, it'll be fine. I don't think anything can go as low as Z Energy. That was pretty funny. Project manager, you can't build houses to meet demand. It takes up to 12 months to get district and regional council consent approval. We will only see price inflation until we sort this out. Unless, I think there was like a new law that came in, right? You can build like terraces or something like that without a consent for like 3 houses, 3-story. I don't know. There was some kind of new policy around that as well. You can do it even without a consent. Or something like that. I think I saw something like that in the news. But yeah, I'm not really that interested in terraces, to be honest. I'm more of an apartment person, but in the city, of course, in Auckland City. But yeah, we'll see about it. Tusky, that's interesting. So you just have to get approval from management. Good to know. If my current job goes sideways, I'll probably go work for Mainframe. Maybe. Mainframe's a good place to work for, though, for what I've heard. I had a couple of people that work at Mainframe. Still do. They've been there for a long time. Tenure is really long at Mainframe. Honestly, once you have access to leverage, the snowball of wealth starts to go nuts. Exactly. And that's how it works in New Zealand. It really splits people off. So it's going to be really interesting where people go, especially with property in New Zealand. Cameron, it will be when you change the name to Till 7 Acres. Mate, I'm just telling you right now, man. Like, I have no intentions of being rich from like owning a lot of properties in New Zealand. I'd rather be stock rich rather than property rich, to be honest. Like, I don't want to like maintain so many rental properties. Like, it's not really fun that way. Like, I'd rather have so many dividend stocks in the future. If I was like rich, I'd just buy dividend stocks. I'll just be like Warren Buffett, just live off the passive income or reinvest it, whatever, and grow my capital like that. Like, yeah, property is not really like my big thing. The only thing I care about property is I just want a nice house to live in a nice location where it's convenient for me. Not gonna go down in price. I don't care if it doesn't go if it goes up, like if it doesn't go up much in capital gains as well, because if it's a house I live in, I don't really mind as long as it's not losing value over time. That's okay. So yeah, I'd rather buy one good property to live in, and that's it. I don't really have any greed to have a lot of property. Like, I find that pretty meaningless, in my opinion. Not my kind of thing. Tusky, my portfolio hit 25k recently. I think I beat you, maybe. I think you did, because mine is still under 20k. It's been jumping between 18k to like 22k, like just in between. It's been going up and down really crazy, so. Yeah, at one point I was at 20.8k here. Then it kind of dropped a lot because of Plexus. Blackberry dipped a bit at the same time, so it's unfortunate, but that's okay. As I say, it's always when you sell, that's when price matters. Doesn't matter before that. Cameron, and yet you can't spare 1.5 to 2k to set you up with decent mini editing setup. You're giving shit to Tusky. Well, I'm not selling shares for it. Exactly. Like, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Paper gains and losses don't mean anything until you sell. But will you sell your shares for a rig? Maybe it's worth. I mean, I spent like 3K on my rig. I'm pretty happy with it. Do a lot of things with it though. I edit videos, make music with it, I stream with it. Need some decent rig anyway, so works out. I've been talking non-stop for 2 hours, man. My voice is gone. Tusky, 11K is in Sharesies and 3K in crypto, and the rest is locked up for a year. In stocks, I have around 40K total, public and private portfolio, and crypto around 80K at the moment. That's about it. Anyways, I think I'm done for today. Thank you all for coming in and voting today. I'm pretty sure most of the people that voted left soon after Oceania became the winner. So thank you very much for coming in today. If you haven't liked the live stream yet, give it a like for the algorithm, for people to kind of tune in later and watch this live stream and find some fun in the voting system and join my next live stream for pick a stock for till 7 figures. So yeah, it's going to be something I'll be doing for quite some time, so let's see how that goes. Cameron, agreed, it was worth the investment. A gaming rig or editing rig, whatever, a good PC is always worth. 100%, especially for tech junkies like me. So anyways, thank you all for joining in today. I will see you in the next portfolio update. Will be coming out sometime next week or the week after, just near the end of this month, which is going to be pretty soon. Not sure if I will be doing a live stream next week, but I will schedule it in and I'll put it on my Instagram story if I do schedule it in. So go follow my my Instagram, till 7 figures on Instagram, and you'll be able to see a story whenever I schedule something. But yeah, thank you all for coming in today, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.